Um, I don't really have an excuse other than I wanted to. So, anyways, Joe here, and I wanted to show you what I done did this time. And what I done did is finally tried some hardline water tubing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that sentence. As you can see, I went and painted my Thermaltake P3 case black. It was gunmetal, but the gunmetal color wasn't exactly gunmetal. It was a little brighter than I wanted. And I had a can of black spray paint, so I painted it black. Came out well. And it works well with the color scheme of black and red, and that. I have to sleeve that wire from the reservoir. But yeah, as you can see, I've moved all my components onto this case, and I'm back to an open frame. And you'll also notice that it is actually a computer with no power supply. That's a joke for those that know the Thermaltake P series. Normally the power supply is right there. What I did was I moved it right there, put it on the back. Why not, right? Because I run it open anyways. Because I'm weird that way. But yeah, horrible cable management back here. But again, I don't really care because I don't spend all day looking at the back of the computer. Let's move back to the front, or front to the back. You know what I mean. Obviously, there's been a couple of changes from even the last Twitter pic I did, and there's a few things I still need to change on the system. But I think for my first time doing a hardline system, my second time ever bending PETG, because I did that one and that one yesterday, I royally screwed up that one, the last one I made, and really screwed up because originally the graphics card was going to sit vertically, but unfortunately it wasn't able to do that just because of the fact that you can see that, unfortunately, I think I damaged this one too much because when it was hooked into the other system, I accidentally pulled it out while it was powered on, and I'm not sure if it shorted something out, but it no longer works with any card that requires a power adapter. What that means is if I run a no powered card like a 750 or something, it'll work through this, but otherwise that thing doesn't work anymore. So the 980 is reoriented the way that it needs to be, but that means I had to make a new tube because the old tube used to actually run behind the card a little bit, and I had to make it so it cleared. As you can also see, I need to adjust it because it goes up. The angle looks more severe when you're actually looking at it from below, but when you're looking at it from my angle, it's not quite as bad because I need to go in here and cut about 1/4 of an inch off that tube down there. But again, I think my bends are pretty good for a first build. There's a couple of places like on this end here where it collapsed a little bit. You can, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there, a little bit of a collapse. And then it's still working the air out of the GPU, excuse me, the CPU block, and I have to get all that air out. However, it's difficult when you have the res pump down here versus up there. So yeah, tonight when I go to bed, I'll probably lay the system down so that this is the highest point so that the air will travel up and back into the reservoir that way. Other than that, I'm actually pretty happy. I had to put a kink in this one to get it to match. Start using words that aren't booger. Anyway, I had to bend this one so that it would meet the port for the reservoir pump here and go up into the radiator, and it's working pretty good. Now, to address why there's this open space down here, I intend to water cool this card eventually when I get a better pump and a better block for the CPU. And when I do that, I'm actually going to run the second radiator vertically this way, mounted to the bottom of this tray. So it's actually going to be kind of a floating radiator, so it's going to have enough room behind it for airflow to go through it so it doesn't get overheated. And then I'm going to make them both kind of all come back together into a longer res, probably another 50 milliliters or so, and then it'll have a I'm going to go with a thick 140 mil radiator down there. And when it's all said and done, I think it'll actually be pretty good. That looks so horrible when you're down at that angle. That's what happens when you eyeball something. But yeah, let me know what you think about the bends for the first time bending. That one's got a double bend because obviously I screwed up, and again I had to pull the bends in. But yeah, for a first time hardened line, I think I did pretty good. Give me a thumbs up if you think so. Don't forget to subscribe. Or is it over there? I don't know. Click up there, click over here, click over here. Just keep clicking all around the screen, and it'll eventually come back to me. And as always, I'll talk to you later.